Kurani Samusio, the audience super young Kwamba Kojofosu Lumba, the legend of Ghana, Republic of Ghana, Bemeko, the hero natural diano, Nanano Yakabia Guaniako, Yabayas Batatuokwa. You are so old tram, you're not in said you are coming or the coming of Kenya Mieni. Or hidden your number, Serwaa Santiago, a Santiago Prempenemy. When I saw a tram, you're going to fee. What to boil to Bokra, I don't say you are coming, I won't quesa. A Jumana Maye. Obi obenya bi anyade o fami ameko sa na obi so fami ameko me nchiri semi yo obi de atabana Broni sankan medwuma no maye adwuma finsi 36 good years 1989 wan na to bo abome atabana se mi rekwa nsuo nie wo hene wo bema so onya nyansani se no ka no de ade e chewa wo do mo ne yo na me mankwa ade ntre wa hye mu ate rade mankwa ni awie be sa mame Michira mafowa we ya me amede atabna Broni din supa na ye aduane e ma Lumba di o se na be ma me no to nkwanta e pai ne esuam de ye nkwa na mde kire nipa no man fa so boni anya nkwa mo ani da na me nsia se me no ekuta mensia meto awudro kata mo da tomato awudro nsua mo anom ye chi me din supa na hye won monyam e na wo kwa me kura me nsa musuo Sachira ku no aware na enum e wasechire na so sabia bro wode awade anu anyam behye no won san so so ma na nya oya na nkasa wona nka ade ya tabna Broni awade mu ka chire wabodo no waboka shira to pampam kura ne nsamusuo the audience super young Kwamba Kojofosu Lumba the legend of Ghana, Republic of Ghana Bemeko the hero natural de no na nano
Yo, Abusia, my member Munina Moakwaba, wo share me wo YouTuber, Dr. Ren TV, wo YouTuber, me Moakwaba. I think, say, this is the first day, YouTube, there, made a video on Daddy Lumba. As for TikTok, I've been very active when it comes to Daddy Lumba. I mean, Chia, the legend Slim Buster, baby, Obiano Michiao. I mean, Chia, Ashefo, Womo, Esheme, ewo, TikTok, so. Sanso and a Facebook, YouTube and Sumichi Amunina. And a question that today happens to be the 14th of December 2025. This week na Remuya and ye Brunya Nwana ye nemuno. Yena nanamuka Brunya ne just say abro ni na wenya. Just say abro ni no wenya na adie. Maminchia abena sapon. Or see good evening. Florence Ama, how are you? Now, and I mean, come on, no, and Komobia, I have centered the conversation on what we call forgiveness. Na me no be din komokakra. It is on the back of yenuya Erastus Donko. Na sembia wachro efa ma me Akosua Serwaa. And me king kan bi no. Eya semwa maka ana enaminua Erastus Donko oye adwuma mo multimedia Joy FM ene eye Inshira FM ode asemi atudwa na making kan o say from Erastus Donko on eye Akosua Serwaa's absence from Lumba's funeral o say me potono na biya me chirechirimu I would have advised my mom to sit and organize the funeral of my dad together with the mother six of his children. I will advise my mom not to go to court. I will advise my mom not to speak about her struggles with my father after his death. Sometimes you don't have to hold pain in your heart for that long to let it affect you and affect you this much. You let go for the sake of your own dignity and respect. If you did not hold the person who caused you pain when he was alive, hold your peace when he is dead. Death is finality. Though the tribute bore some unnecessary rants, Broni did nothing wrong sitting in state to observe the final moments of a man in whose last moment she held so dearly. Sometimes we swallow our pain to allow moments of peace and dignity. We Efriminia Erastus Donko. And I'm sure, sir, many of you are more shaming would agree with the Eminia Erastus Donko at Toronto. I agree with him because this is what I've been talking about for many months. Yeah, legend, ewuye, eyasemwa maka. Na me kan ko si mpempen so say I respect ye maami Akosua Serwaa, her part she played in Daddy Lumba's life. I respect her when she came, and then with Broni, they were able to organize they were able to organize the 1 week ceremony. It was fantastic. Yensha dio, ye no one crime mu, obake, asase so, and ye. We all saw how beautiful that 1 week, 1 week nechi, and ye say, ye maame ne abusuapanyin mentime ho asibi aba enti odrimika e de asem ne court. Se ye maame nka wanfa asem na nkɔ court a enka Ghana mpanyimfo a omo ba 1 week ni bi ebe witness the unity between these two wives omo share bo say they will give Daddy Lumba a state burial enka that state burial enke beba so. But when ye maame call court ma Ghana for mpanyimfo, Ghana for ahemfo, Ghana for behwadeefo, Ghana for musicians, ebo modia etwen ekọ omachi to watch the ebesie. Because now 1 week o share the way a President John Mahama osoma na musifo kọ ho, o share the way a former president na nado danko Akufo-Addo ono ankasa tu anamon call ho. Who share the way a musicians call ho. Who share the way a MPs on both sides of parliament call ho. MPP for call ho, NDC for call ho, omo nyina ka omo hu bomu sanso call ho. Minister foreign affairs Okujeto Ablakwa omo nyina call. A lot of dignitaries and a call. Emra omo call ho no some painful we nyina share bo say they will support a befitting burial for Daddy Lumba. But what happened? The equity yen say ye maami Akosua Serwaa wote German. Mentimi wase with Daddy Lumba busua panyini. Now here let me emphasize with Daddy Lumba busua panyin. Now ye maami antene wase with Daddy Lumba busua panyin ene Mia Dr. Ren Kofabai, me tu ni din to park. Ene, abusuapanyin to park, abusuapanyin Kofi. I have a misunderstanding with Akosua Serwaa. Now, my topic ni din forgiveness. You see, in life, sometimes when you forgive her, it doesn't mean say we are kwasia and our Jimmy. Listen to me carefully. Sometimes when you forgive people, and just say we are kwasia, and just say we are Jimmy for. Can you imagine if our sister, and now our auntie, and now our mother, Akosua Serwaa, was able to forgive the utterances of Ebusuapanyin, Daddy Lumba's Ebusuapanyin? Can you imagine how beautiful? From MPP and NDC and all loved ones and well-wishers will support the family to give a befitting burial to their beloved husband or son or relative. Because of a abotra Akosua Serwaa wenyanti. Mentimi wasi a wenyanti. any the influences of social media for ombeto omo hu din team legal wife e pushi no e mani ye say o backtrack no sign ho no ni abusua panyin koye baako a she will look as a weaker person in the faces and in the sight of a yet team legal wife for. And so because she said she didn't want to look as a weaker vessel in front of team legal wife in Tino, she still stood on her ground. And the more she stood on her ground, the more she became upset with Ebusia pain. Ebusia tiemiye wo ha san komo amene wudie because ebia won so ukunu bi akotwa si wo Ghana ebia wo koye no so oni obi akotena ho obi nsre so owuo mefa ukunu sisi a nanso san komo we ye nkomo a ye mfansua de tiemiwa eye. Do you know say nipa Akosua Serwaa eni ni gina so ne kontokwa no enye Akosua Serwaa onu anabusuafo o me kire onu Akosua Serwaa no ne maternal and paternal relatives eno onu mo kontokwa o eye ni kunu no a onu na SSA o ware no wo German no ana onu ne kontokwa ebusua sorry ne kunu no ebusua ana onu mo kontokwa na wan ena nam no so asan tokwa ne baaye eye maami bia ne tintini ne tietie nyina ade se Ekufu Ado ne din ade maami Georgina ye kira Akosua Serwaa na danfo pa ono ene planting a seed of wickedness. Sa maami no a ye friend Georgina no ene planting a seed of wickedness, a seed of separation into the heart of Akosua Serwaa. Look, because of a we can read people's a friend is saying, almost signs, almost body language. I can read it. I can tell you. The woman has an influence over Akosua Serwaa so. Into a chinchim Akosua Serwaa adwene. Tiemie. Mameni chinchim Akosua Serwaa adwene. Se na nti wo tena ha ama ya frɛ ɔdɔ Broni se ɔno nso ye wo yere. Tiemie o. Oyonko bi ye yonko bone pa. O se nti wo tena ha Georgina asɛm a wo kan yo. Se nti wo tena ha ama abusua panyin Lumba abusua panyin afrɛ ɔdɔ Broni se ɔno nso ye yere ana Akosua mempene. Into also a seed edito Akosua adwenem. Na Akosua Serwaa endwene saa because Akosua free German buy no. Akosua Serwaa free Germany buy no. Ana German buy no. Maka just say there's a difference between Germany and German. Eno de me ana me create. Tiemie. Emra ye ma me Akosua Serwaa buy no. Odo bebo odom amone eye odo Broni eye 1 week no fefefe entina boni bia ni ho na ntokwa bia ni ho but emra sasabonsam kapoepoe Georgina etugu na sum se enti wo betna ha ama ya frɛ odo Broni se ono nso ye yere no enu na ehye maami Akosua Serwaa bufu say ma entertaining a lot but I'm not going to entertain this time around. Tiemie na maami Akosua Serwaa nya na dwene say obekɔ court. I am not justifying whatever Daddy Lumba busua panyin kan ye. I'm not justifying it. Say okan say Broni nkwa na eso ye kuna na wokra de ye ma wo chance a enye kasa ye ka intimi supporto eye abusuapen on that eye afsemo a wo kan statement o make ye no but statement no make ye no enka Akosua Serwaa de megye di se nko bebu nani aguso but tie ni ye enam se na damfo no a one ne nam no eye Georgina kapoepoe no ono ana emphasize say tiemie ono na emphasize say e de kire Akosua Serwaa se wadwene nkoso a me twema adwene akoso o wo frɛ abaiwa ne se ono nso ye Daddy Lumba ku ayere ena share na bufuo and according to abusuapanyin to park ema Akosua Serwaa free meeting na mpanyimfo te ase ema ne yede ema ne free meeting na se tiemie ana oye den okoye maame kapoepoe no the description kapoepoe no yes is for you to understand the evil nature I was speak or a free nenum edebeto Akosua Serwaa asum mane beto na kumem a register say no, I need to stand and claim my position as the sole wife, and hence oyeden oko court. Now oko court no beto abontene no empayimfo no na eka ho a mokọ fie ho 1 week ni nyina empayimfo bi de se na nado danko Akufuado empayimfo bi de se ministers MPs from friend is saying both political parties, the MPP, the NDC, from the House of Parliament, from His Excellency John Dramani Mahama namna munsini no ema wo nyina ye den etwe wo mo ye den ekọ achi di entra because na omumpese ebese they want to get involved with the decision of Mami Akosua Serwaa. Into a court no, what was her reliefs? Ninyina na say court and declare so onu na the sole wife. Court and declare say emma Akosua Broni mfrɛ ne ho sɛ oyeyere. Etoso miensa court court ma abusuapanyin tumi ema ne nye den enye Lumba ho ayie nhyehyeye de etoso enan court emfa injunction ento efunu ono ne kunu Daddy Lumba no so. But you see, forgetting say enye ono nko ne oba oni Daddy Lumba ewomba, forgetting say enye ono nko ne oba oni Daddy Lumba tena ye bo bra. Now do a certain years of ni kunu Daddy Lumba no ono so ni oba foforo eko share abrabo ase bo bra ni refree ne ho. Now yes, anyoma a court no emma many women na tiemiye wa ha Akosua Serwaa de no oye no emma many women in the diaspora ye bitter with their husbands so go through such ordeal se omukunu eja wo mo ho ana omukunu ka se yenko Ghana no mo anko omukwa establish abrabo foforo ewo Ghana ekwa wareye ene mma bi kwa wo ye kwa bobra no emma sa mma no omwo Germany ni Europe no wo nso humwa soreye se sadia we are going to support Mami Akosua Serwaa, so we are going to use Akosua Serwaa as a point of contact atuntosuko ko kire ye kunu ni mu a omu gya yen ho anaso omu ka se yen kwa yanko enwom ko ware wo Ghana no ye be use Mami Akosua Serwaa as a point of contact to disrespect and attack Ghanaian men omu ye ebo enam sa kwan ni bi so te said Daddy Lumba. In reality no omutai Akosua Serwaa echi but enya Akosua Serwaa nti ho donti enya Daddy Lumba ho donti eye what time eye bitterness eye yawudie no a omantimi am forgive wo mo ho no and omman daddy. Now you see in life I keep telling people Menka say obi your bonia mesoso so. No. But in life, you need to forgive yourself. You can't forgiveness. It's not just for you to forgive the other person. And forgiveness means, he said, for wankasa. Bonino obidia no, wankasa no. Embu hu for wo ho che wo ho. Unim de enche e kasa for wo ho che wo ho no. Because tie me ye. Se wan fa wo ho an che wo ho the person a waya obone no, he or she will still live on your mind. Now, the more the person lives on your mind, it means to say the person is controlling you. Because emotions to be play. And when it goes on, stress, because stress maybe I can't just say oh yes, adrenaline, anxiety, depression, and no na a lady slowly. Then now we'll bang bodam. When you are getting depressed, I feel now we'll bang schizophrenia. Now we'll bang bodam. Because when my samna now wakumemu, I'm not take center stage. Human beings, we are energy. Human beings, we are energy. We operate on frequency. And one of the frequencies near said, you will learn to forgive. It doesn't mean you are stupid. It doesn't mean you are foolish. Sure, let me tell you something. And I will use this because today is a Sunday. Allow me to use the story in the Bible. I'm not saying say using the story in the Bible means go and become a Christian if you're a Muslim, or go and become a Christian when you're a traditional believer. I'm not saying that, but I'm using the story as what? And a friend is saying, "Adia metimi so edia chra de." I'm yesua. The story of Judas when he betrayed Jesus Christ. He could not forgive himself. He went to hang himself. Why? Because he allowed other spirit of unforgiveness. Inti mami Akosua se wade waye wakun ho sunsumu wakun ho. Even though you are alive, but wakun ho. And on this, no, Mamin jina kakra na min jump to oba your friend no Calvin. I hope send the Calvin and not Kelvin. Anna Kevin. I think it's Calvin. Look, I salute this young man. And I pray every mother or father should train your child the way a Calvin etie. Look, I saw a video of Calvin. Emra yedini papa eye adaka no eto eye the carriage mu no. Omode kono na omode omonsa omunuanom omu pushing kakra me hunu the way ani nuanom ni nuanom ketwa no ewo na chi na the way a Ghana for no eye fans no epese omo so ben efunadaka no no mu pia na me hunu the way a Calvin de nsa atwe ni nuanom nkuma ni nyina begu nanim na onu mom de na chi eji. And I'm saying, yes. Akosua say, wa wo bema. Nyame nhyira wo de eno de meka say, wa wo bema atete bema. Nyame nhyira wo ho. Baby a me no disagree no meka. Baby a me no eya adwene a wa ya ade no mebo wa boso. Because you see, abrantie no say, yes, I respect my mother, but this is the last respect that the family had of my father. As she said, and me as a child, I wish to say Ebia and Kamima Median and Kebia Ebefa, but I'm not the family head of my father. So if the family head has decided that this is how they want to do the arrangement, I so will also respect. Because I'm respect here. It means I'm not also going to respect the final in Shishaya my final respect I me pay to my father. Now already we are can in nuanom nyina bomu, including Broni ma. Including Broni ma. It means to say the father when he was alive, no anybody didn't come up. Tiemiye. It means to say emra Daddy Lumba tiasie no ni Calvin edi emema enkomo man to man enkomo. Tiemiye. Me is the same thing. When I was young, there was a gap between me and my father. It was me and my mom, even though me not warriors. But when I was growing, me free me first year college. Me buy me bond and me papa every year much stronger and greater than my mom. We could be teen and you may be away as a man. Me share the lens every a mema lenses. Na me be teen as who your bar. Sometimes it will be difficult for you to understand Calvin. And into the way a Calvin, a man for come. Oh, a betrayer. We're betrayed him, mommy. Calvin in betrayal will be Calvin in betrayal. Calvin is a unifier. To say the other papa tier. Ne papa, a ye Charles Kojo for so on him son and so on home. On car so a perfect. Ben may be a sebio or funny yiri chino. On jina bedroom so a perfect. Daddy Lumba and Jina bedroom da so a perfect man. Daddy Lumba and Jina bedroom and disrespect any woman I want to call out. I'm yet to see one video. Said Daddy Lumba disrespected women on no call out. Not even a single one. It tells you say no greater respect for the other women. I will not call out. And he's a unifier. Sa unity no and take Calvin. Calvin is a true gentleman. And I pray that the Almighty God will give this young man a woman after his own heart. One that will worship and love and adore him. And likewise, he will also do the same. You see, it is rare for us to get black men like the type of Calvin, especially in Aburuchiri. Said Papa na kwatina Ghana. When he answered that when we were growing up, sadie, so we can still connect with our father. Look, the kind of job I do, it allows me to see many separated children from their fathers here in the United Kingdom. I see a lot of people are separate every woman papa no more. Because of inkratasem. Because my many pe cancel flat. And because my many him say papa ni wunu ne ba no betime gina so nyankrata. Because papa no so ebia ni behavior enye towards the mother. My many so ebia she saw through the man. Say obeyuse no for nkrata anti. Na tiemiye. Because of that, me wunu hawa emma me fo ne emkwada ate wo mo if ate wo mo man free wo mo papa no, and it's very sad. Very, very sad. Now let me share something which is very, very deep here to everybody watching me. I see a lot, over 300 people watching me on YouTube and over 200 people watching me on TikTok. In the United Kingdom, na se ombe ye mra ebefa nipa tuntum etese me ho a aya no mu consider say yenkohwe Ghana for omo moral standard na etese inti so ombe ye mra bi kra na be affect tuntum a by virtue say Ghana's moral standard no standard omo hwehwe no, they favor other black countries. Omudi jina Ghana for swintino. So mbe ye bibi mponat edin so bone bi beba ebe affect Ghana for omunye. Because when said the moral standard of Ghana no very, very top notch. But you see, nanse muno. New in Kratebia, making kind bi. Say Ghana no kra no omudi omani 2 omoso. Yes, standard na editete ye mano. ekofo. That traditional standard, a buoni ni die no ekofo. And that is the reason why I make say me Calvin and then the mami abaso how ultimate tea no or jamai still lano ultimate papa nya connection and this how respect say a buo no. And I think say you mu bebre no ya we ma wo UK no. Ana Europe, ana America or anywhere apart outside Ghana abroad. Mumi enhwe na your traditions no yen to tunas. Because you see, you might say everything about Ghana. You can dislike Ghana and disrespect Ghana because it be a judgment be by Emran and Komo way in our course, maybe a judgment be by it be uncosan and Kawo Peno. Into me Gina TV so it dig Ghana for them Ghana there a you crotan time, a you crofon, a you crobasa, Minya Ghana and EBM, who share some of the utterances from some of our brothers and sisters. Ayana a sad, unim the intra. Many of you people don't know yourself as a Ghanaian. Now you see, let me tell you something. Years and many years ago, ope ni patuntumwa or ma hope for the black racer na ye Ghanani. Tiemiye. Na ope timpatun nipa owiase o ye tuntumwa ni patuntum for the omani tune so. Ehwe so esua ye Ghanani. Na meje di say ye Ghanani still. Even though standard no kofo. Achia embuye. You see, Ghana is a symbol of hope. Enye krofon. Seni ebi mutumi kanono. Entisa. And yemua yesua dia kwa echire no. We can give yenu anoma omun shedan tina school classroom da no fault of theirs. And normally this year form we can share the knowledge that we have acquired with you people. Tia metis will be tia brochre. Na oba brochre kakra the way we look down upon Ghana. I shake my head. And tisa see a crony crofon. Yes, we can aspire to get to where we want to get to. In terms of our law system, in terms of our development, we will get there. But that is where we can agree, disagree. But that does not mean we should lead that disagreement and our agreement. No, it should lead us into condemnation. That is bad. You cannot condemn your mother Ghana. Remember, it's not a father Ghana. It's mother Ghana. You cannot condemn your mother. You can only disagree and share your opinion and share your knowledge. It is welcome for my Ghana. And it's only a foot one, Bibi kakra bi anamubu afu na mo di my Ghana them. Na mo condemn my Ghana. Munya adwene sachra emra yebeko 2026 ni. Because it will help all of us to build a better Ghana that we all want. Tiemiye. Because whether you become a German citizen of today or German citizen of yesterday, Ghana gave you an identity for your forefathers to leave the shores of Kotoka to get to where you are. So don't condemn. Don't be like some of the black people like UK, because today they are British citizens, because today they are parliamentarians, they look down upon their countries. Don't become one. It's not good. Be proud as a Ghanaian. Now, Makan is area no. Mamen kotu eye ebusuapenyin. I know ebusuapenyin beji fans bebre. Diva, thank you. I know say ebusuapenyin beji fans bebre. I like ebusuapenyin. But there are certain stance be ebusuapenyin take ya. Now I feel say enkobetimi agugum kakra ankobanesa. But let me tell you something. The training of ebusuapenyin. Ebusuapenyin is a worker why you adwuma wo Anglo Gold Ashanti Obuase Mines. You need any dini and yes our company to go underneath to go and look for gold. Unia kukudrua untiminye. Tiso media, the abusuapen no enyame wawa, because my father was also once a miner. Our year Juma was Anglo Gold Ashanti for many years. Into the abusuapen no enyame wawa. You cannot be a miner when you are quick-tempered, when you ding. Now you can't. But a to be abusuapen. I think sir, now you've laid your son, your nephew to rest. It's time for you to ensure that you bring everybody under one umbrella, under one unity and love. Achia Embuye, you've done your best. You've done your best. Because when you are dealing with people who are too stubborn, it's hard to compromise. You cannot compromise. You cannot, you see, when you be a ye bibina ni pane dio, why not you say ma take stand media no me amim gugumu dia. You have no other choice than to go the way Ebusiapen koye. But Ebusiapen, where we know there is more work to do. Reconciliation. You need to reconcile with all the children, with all your family. To park, why you be? The moment they are then they can't anymore. You need to reconcile with the family. So now there will be peace and unity among the children. So that there will be peace and unity among Mwangasama Busia. And it's a lesson for all Ghanaians. And maybe Daddy Lumba, me huno no me first time me huno no 2014 on the Castro. On a Castro. Ebe bo show. Ebe bo show 2014. On your Broni ne buy. The rest is history. From that time. On your Broni na nantia. I can understand why people are so bitter. People like Papa Shiwi, our friend evangelist. To me, he's not a man of God. I want to come and wafa atade fufu ahye a onamwa okase oyanyame nipa eya ho kire. The easier way to make money se obeye den obefre ho nyame nipa e Ghana, because it is something that very decent. Otiasie iti Papa Shi de me no on sheda anya nyame nipa o maniso. Now Papa Shi obi a ohia a friend is saying therapy. Papa Shi nipa bia ohia therapy. Mimi nka so ye bodamni. But every man se wu nyini a abrabo no sene wo pe no anko ne ye mawa eto de bia mawa bemu bu. And standing on your 2 feet no te so obi te se Papa Shi obeji din anadu koyo nso ne nyoma. You see obeji sa din. We here say obeko for young Richard, Richard, yeah, and a rich actor. See, you need a mental health evaluation. We here say obeko ama wakohwehwe. You see, sometimes no obeka say bia nipa nyina den na nipa nyina ehunu in such a way. It's good for you to go for counseling. You know, go for health checkup, because you may be nkoye, and you need talk therapy to examine adwene no senetie. Because you see, so ye nyankopo nipa na senkofo ye nyoma na senkofo mienu asomdwe nimu a, you become a bridge. Ubeye bridge. But moment Abesha take his stand, then you start calling other people names. Oh, side chick. Oh, baby mama. Then it means to say, untimi and bring you women together. And we are suffering there. Maybe I mean doing this all yourself. But we are suffering there. Me sure say be more better was sorry. In go for den say meba wanim. Let's say now be any there, we go sorry in them. Because you don't have that unifying spirit. No? You have that condemnation spirit. And that condemnation spirit, no, and then the Bible says, he who is without sin, cast the first stone. Unim the entra. Because maame no a emema no call so muko sinabo no. No omuko ho anopa tututu ekobo gala. Omuko ho anopa tututu ekofa taste. But omuko ho no muko hunu say maame na se sani taste no. Eye omo ya. Enti no mbe so me de omo sinabo. Ti mesre. Papa she. Bomodinia. And you see, it's also an advice to the nation Ghana, especially our system. You see, Papa she assembly kosuni nyina no. Meni madam for Broni bi esusu ho. Obisa me say Ghana ye mera no send the tie. Nam so emra de bebre wo ho. O say se emra ne bebre wo ho dia. Obi o ya evangelist. All calling call for names. Even after court pronunciation, say nipa na all calling the names no. Eye yere no. Entwaye. Inti ebe ya emra no I man nipa timi friend ho osofo evangelist pastor emre ne do say yenhwem se betumi use the model of Rwanda de no a ebeboa se betumi use the model of China ebeboa because in China in Rwanda there are certain topics bia enyo bia sorry remember Rwanda de bia be China in Rwanda enyo bia na betumi friend ho say oye odifo ohunu ade and also power to heal there be. And you'll be an me friend. And I think it's building a society. You're quite an because you're any sa. You benya but down for be on my Bible. Asha white. Akase omoni nyaminipa. No maka catch them members say omon quarry a green grass. Na nyankopon beba. Wasi omo se omo hwa. Ombenyanko ombehunu nyankopon. Ebie sida. Ewo a Caribbeans osofu bi misleading in call for omkokum wo. Otiasie. And I think we should be bold as a nation. We are building our country. We should be bold. Ni enyen sachaye we meranim. Na obia sorry na pa no friend who Doctor Who, evangelist this, apostle this. And so na ni nim die wofo. And again, me kasa no. E de me adwene ekọ emera osofu owusu ansa ebe attack Judge Dorinda or the judgment Bible ntene no. Mube kaya me ye hu video kese pa e wa ase Judge Dorinda e di judgment by no ye maame a oka Daughters of Glorious Jesus ho ye maame Bethel also ne kunu osu ansa ne nuanu mienu eka ye daughters ho ebe attack maame ebe didi na tem maame so mebe ye video fa no nyame chade ne yiri hu video no oni ni kunu no omba ni kunu na be pachew ye be sere enya nsem bia na ye de anotum. And there let me go to China kakra. In China there are topics bi wo ha on social media the moment obeye saudi wa no betum se bi woni hunim de no they will flag your social media page. It will be blocked. And I think yes, social media is good. Yes, we believe that people should inform. We believe that people should have a conversation on social media. But here lies the case where, baby, we must be careful as a nation. And the regulations on social media, I think the minister, Sam George, should be up and doing. And I think you see, if we are building a nation, we must build a nation with the best of people to give advice on certain things. And here I'm not talking about only school knowledge. I'm also talking about home wisdom. School, but home wisdom, which is application, also apply. But say on come on, sebio, obi tie, na on timi mfa baby mfrim. Na ebe ne say ebe mani pakro no ebe hye ne kutupa. So onko ye adesoye ni, onko sese nioma. Onko ye bibia ede insunsanso boni be ba our man no ye be bear the consequences. I believe say we must be up and doing. And this is where the signal bureau for say mutimi etintim na mama adwuma no mumie muye mi anga se me nua Kofi Adoli oye or Signal Bureau director, where they mess and I know you have a background from the British Army. You're a very smart dude. Where our most of the conversations and the content on the social media must rather lead us to where we can become mighty and greater as a nation. Where it will not help our nation, the person's page can be blocked. Even if it is me, you can block it. Because we are building a nation. And building a nation is greater than one individual. Because we shall say me about here. A quiet and senke do mre bimpono na man for person tribalism a shame. But I thank some of my friends on me Asante for when they saw that, they quickly came out and said, no, Asantini, but I support Broni. That does not mean say, look, I need to come on social media to come and use say ade mumbra yenyina we oya Akosua se wade oya Asantini o Broni onya Asantini ehene sa entwaye ehene sa yenkodu ba bia wo. Now you see yenhwe sa de we building a nation is not a competition between wo shame and me amijinai. I can agree with you or or you can also disagree with me. It doesn't make us enemies. It doesn't make us enemies. We should learn to detach our emotions from reasoning. You see, we should not allow our emotions to override our reasoning. We should not allow our religion to override our reasoning. We should not allow our emotions to override Yen or my Ghana for. Whether we like it or not, we are one country with many tribes. And we need to understand this. We need to understand this. You can be an Ashanti, I can be in Zima or Ever or a Nodna. But we are building a nation, Ghana, to compete with the world, not compete among ourselves. That is the reason why they be a make us say, me bejina na wo hwe me a. Na wa adwene ye say, we are me competitor, we team, we fail. Unya me competitor wa abrabo. Because we are me competitor dey ameda. Because minim say anya wo remittances be ko na politicians fund dey akwa akoye kwan. And na politicians fund be di e dey about UK. Nti wonu say we are me competitor. I see you as my brother or a sister. I see you as a mother. I see you as a father. Yes, sometimes a senator chrema, but that does not mean that we go to the extent to say, hey, yengo kumkum yembodia. And to look at the people who disagreed with Broni. Broni is so by when baby and ankasa. Apart from Sebio, Obeki kind of tribute. Onu obian kasaye ombie na no kasaye afedi Broni kotokra onya asem ye boni dua na wo boni dua ndie na benya free side dua bonim ye mfa ne say granted say God forbid in a million years ye mfa ne say wo dua bono Broni wawu, what will you get na basa no unya bi mpo no ware obede kwa kwhye efom na ntatia na befa. So what do you get? What do you get? And you see, it's becoming too often. Bibi kakra mebodia. But wajini, that's a sawajini. And here, emancipate your mind. Emancipate your mind. That if I disagree with a Dr. Ren, Papa Ghana, it doesn't make me an enemy to you. Look, there was a time when everybody knows some of my background MPP. Until say Akosua do buy ya obey nsɛmfo a me dey face the country free Spain buy. Look, TMA. When you share your opinion as a Ghanaian, they pounce on you. They just come and attack you. What do you get? Because any I World Cup. When you brace ubeko World Cup nibi, uko support to Ghana meboa. Say your tribe now uko support no. And your tribe now uko support no. You are going to support Ghana. Now sa Ghana for now uko support to no mujina park no so. Ebi ye Hausa for. The ube friend in paper for. nordness, ebi yɛ mfantefo, ebi yɛ nzemafo, ebi yɛ everfo. Wɔn mo tete wɔn nyinaa no every Ghana for. We are going to support what? Ghana against England. Yeah, we krom ha, but Ghana ekwa akɔbɔ bɔɔl no kora no. Unim sɛ wakuma mu tumi sɛ no this one there me maame team ne bɛhyɛ, papa team ne bɛhyɛ. Me boa. You know that joy, that happiness. Even though we are British citizens born here, Ghana against England. Wakuma munu wadwin say, hey, when the Ghana and show. That is the gospel truth. Minimo Ghana name. Minimo. So I think say, let us show the world that when it comes to Ghana, the obetimi ediakaye eye development. Eye high moral standard. The obetimi ediakaye eye nimu diane ye nyansa. Yesusano. Ghana was not a perfect country. But Yesusano, ye take Ghana for one summer wa brocha. Na yen sempa. Na share yen cry. But it's only be a more BBC, only be a more CNN, only be a Oxford University. Na a share yen cry to do more. And you see, that is the reason why Nigeria never call sorry. No, a common testimony. Adaya, when ya visa or call Ghana. Ebe say a city. Ebe say, na mi krom Ghana no be nya visa or kodasi. No, don't take it lightly. Because we are the beacon and hope of the black race. The patuntum was asasi wesu. Yen ye she woman cry. E do the ye dineno. Yen ye sorry jinaye. Emma omo fa omo ni munyam. Esafa abim. So where are we going wrong with this so-called tribalism, ethnic jingoism, religious bigotry, partisan politics? No. And they come back here and another danko ekufa ni nua bema edi esika odi akotena USA. Sa esika no and get see hospitals, schools, factories, companies. Kama die de see nua no bi anka ombe person ombe ko Libya, the land of a desert. Na yendua no mu ni asase kronkron. Na yen asase ni green grass na was no. Kama ye sure senka factory no can will prevent many of our brothers and sisters from going to Libya to go and work. So let us come together. This Akosua Serwaa Bruha is an eye-opener. Ebie mesre o my Ghana and paying for muntie mu asopem. And I have said this. We need to do something about this as soon as possible. If not, yenimu guase. Me can say no can say. The IQ level of Ghanaian no ananki nim say very high no. We are becoming a nation of more entertainers. I'm not saying entertainment is bad. But you see, building a nation is something that we have to understand. That we must empower our people with skills. We must empower our people with knowledge that will prepare them that one day, if you and I are no more, they will take up the good story and compete with the world and compete with the sons and daughters of the Chinese, compete with the Americans, compete. We must compete. Ubi said, when was the time the IQ was ever high? Oh, during the days of our forefathers like Kwame Nkrumah, our IQ were high. That is why we could build a motorway when there was no motorway in the United Kingdom. You can check the record. So please, it's about time. No one call SSR. We should not allow the child Ghana ni akorano. Tiemiye. We should not allow him or her to wander about, always wandering about without doing nothing. We must find something for that child to do. Oh yes. Me share that Lumba, me share the way I. And near my customer say, no, we must Act as soon as possible. Because today, and culture social studies no. Mobile. And then Krano replaces social media with social studies. Look, we must take charge and redirect our young ones to become the greatest human being on earth. Because we have everything it takes for the Ghanaian child to become the greatest and compete in this world. Obey JSS, no attenefie on Tuasonko SS, obey SS, when Timianko University. What does the society, what does the nation, Ewo Masa Padano? Oba UK. Oko school, Wanko school. There is something for the child to do. The society will not leave you just like that. And I think we must act and act as soon as possible. Now to you, Odo Broni, Kakra Mekane say, you got a chance. Ewo. Eja, a tribute for your love, your husband, your everything. But there were some things we were already saying, my dear, nothing say who here. But in moving forward now, you've shown that you're a true wife who stood behind to watch your husband being laid to rest. God bless you. Be a unifier. And I saw a friend is saying the bond between you and Akosua Serwaa's children. That is beautiful. Let it not just be a 9-day wonder, Odo Broni. Let it not be a 9-day wonder. If your husband left a will, whatever the will, ensure they get it. Whatever belongs to their mother, ensure Odo Broni they get it. Whatever is yours, ensure you and your children also get it. And a song. Let unity prevail. And ensure, say, any eye services for the internet. And I don't know you to be, say, we're here for internet. So far, you have shown as a matured woman, a matured wife, who cared and loved your husband. To my auntie, Auntie Rabba, Akosua Serwaa, in life, never allow your friends to dictate for you. Never. When it comes to matters of the family, don't let outsiders tell you what to do. I have a boundary, and I learned it from my father. Anything that concerns our home, outsiders will never dictate for us. Never, ever. If you come to my father's home, we will decide what you should go outside and say. And if we hear you say something outside and we don't like it, you will never be invited. In fact, we will cut you from the family. I'm telling you. So please, you must have a deal with any idea. You can't say on your kubi sunya. Hey, and your name Timmy. And then if you want to help people, feel free and help. There is blessings in helping people. But know the people who you allow into your home. Know the people you allow into your home. Don't just allow anybody into your home. Never. Because there are some people, the moment you open that gate and they get into your home, every little thing they will see, they will take it outside. Hey, me call the fear no. The toilet is so can. Meanwhile, the person allowed you to come into the fear. Na sebio obey you obey man wo tadua na wape baby adwonso enka wa mo amba the fear nka bia nka akodwonso abontin man nka bia police ni bia nanka obi hunu wo ho but nipa na ye o papa no hwese papa na nipa na ye o no odi anobone Be careful the people you allow into your home, because some people come and destroy you in your own home. I have learned this. My father asked me one time a question. I mean, for addition from my Obisami says, son, have you realized that when Jesus Christ he crucified, he was quiet? But the Jesus we know, I'm using the story, and Papa, and Bibi Kakra. And I'm a Emma as a futu. My father has gone to be with the Lord. May his soul rest in peace. TME. I say, have you realized that when Jesus Christ he crucified no kananutum? But do you know, said Jesus, is baby obekobi ano peso kasa. Na den tina mesusu said Jesus Christ he kobo na same no kananutum. In fact, it was a question me dwene ho. Mama answer no that day. Okachem say me dwene ho. I should not be in a hurry to answer. I mean, when I answer, no, I can't. In fact, I got the answer, not the same day. I'm being honest with you. Because you say, I'm Paul, Jesus Christ, baby, could be no person kasa, because he was evangelizing, teaching about Christ, about God, talking about God, his father, telling people to be of a good behavior. And then you know, the last time you're there, Okana no too. And I got this, that no matter what Yesu Bekano, he will not convince anybody. It's nature say okonye kokuno. Because okasa kuna ubekuno no already predetermined. Why doing it? Where's with trimupo? Say oye den okan wankan ubekuno into okana nutu. And I told my father this. He said, son, thank you for giving me this answer. Remember, do not explain yourself in times of difficulties. Do not explain yourself just to anybody. Because some people, the more you explain, they will act as lovers, but they will use it against you. So when in times of your difficulties, go into your inner chamber. Say, that is where you go to consultation. So that is where you go and pray. So that is where you lift up prayers. Whatever you believe in, that moment is the moment you speak to your inner spirit and your God. Because some will use your own words against you. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, Mamin Kancho, say, look, be careful of the voices you listen to. This ear is a gateway. But this ear that is a gateway, German for was saying be almost del and now appear for. I've forgotten what that my uncle said. Mean to me paraphrasing the word when, but assembly wa obi catch na wa binuya emanin na wa adwenim emanin beto wakomem manin pien 10 because this is the gateway. This gateway, if you don't know how to shut this gateway and know when to open this gateway, this gate can lead you into ren dar with the monfan chemi German for with them manka very good loss TME. This gate, know when to close it and know when to open it. Know who to close it to. Know who to open this ear. Because as soon as you know, a tensem. Na amankofobi a tensem no. A momu to anamon affected. E be da prison. E maybe mu a tensem. Ema edienisio by. E momu fankofobi ho time. E momo ye nneoma bi anensem fata. E yasowe ene e maami Akosua Serwaa de free Georgina ho. Saa sowe no a wote ye no. Enko tumu a enkene enko nyina atena yi na se Maikufo Adomo ne president mu nyina betena ma enko nyina ma no. Ene munyam hye sie eto wo so. Inti ye hwe ne. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, madam ase nipadom a mo behwe me. More YouTube won't follow me at Dr. Ren. But more than follow me. Me din ye Papa Ghana. Yame adomwa. Me the new show be ba matuni din the solution, where we look for solutions to solve the problem of Ghana, to help our brothers and sisters, so that so ochinebini abani ebeka say when we also got the chance, we also played our part. to build our motherland, Ghana. God bless you. Take good care of yourselves and have a great, great week. Follow me, subscribe here. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's Dr. Ren TV. TikTok, also a Dr. Ren TV. Follow me, Lady Echa. Thank you all. Ghana, thank you. Thank you. And let's see you soon. I love you all. Daddy Lumba say, I love you. All right. I love you. And the one know. Echri, ebeshia.